Homeward Bound, Daily Devotional by Ellen G. White. In the Holy of Holies, October 3rd. But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sin forever, sat down at the right hand of God. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 12. The subject of the sanctuary was the key which unlocked the mysteries of the disappointment of 1844. It opened to view a complete system of truth, connected, and harmonious, showing that God's hand had directed the great Advent movement and revealed present duties as it brought to light the position and work of his people. As the disciples of Jesus after the terrible night of their anguish and disappointment were glad when they saw the Lord, so did those now rejoice who had looked in faith for his second coming. They had expected him to appear in glory to give reward to his servants. As their hopes were disappointed, they had lost sight of Jesus, and with Mary at the sepulcher they cried, "They have taken away my Lord, and I know not where they have laid him." Now in the Holy of Holies they again beheld him, their compassionate high priest, soon to appear as their King and Deliverer. Light from the sanctuary illumined the past, the present, and the future. They knew that God had led them by his unerring providence. Though, like the first disciples, they themselves had failed to understand the message which they bore, yet it had been in every respect correct. In proclaiming it, they had fulfilled the purpose of God, and their labour had not been in vain in the Lord. Begotten again unto a lively hope, they rejoiced with joy unspeakable and full of glory. Both the prophecy of Daniel chapter 8 verse 14, unto 2,300 days then shall the sanctuary be cleansed, and the first angel's message, fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, pointed to Christ's ministration in the most holy place, to the investigative judgment, and not to the coming of Christ for the redemption of his people and for the destruction of the wicked. The mistake had not been in the reckoning of the prophetic period, but in the events to take place at the end of the 2,300 days. Through this error, the believers had suffered disappointment, yet all that was foretold by the prophecy, and all that they had any scriptural warrant to expect, had been accomplished. At the very time when they were lamenting the failure of their hopes, the events had taken place which was foretold by the message, and which must be fulfilled before the Lord could appear to give reward to his servants. This is your daily devotional reading. We thank you for listening. Please join us again tomorrow. Homeward Bound.